Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Barfield. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So BYU's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's got the tight end. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kansas State's offense has the ball for the 1st time. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Hands it off. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick completion to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Pressure coming, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about